115. Triton Lawrence in the 110. Cassidy Walton in the 191. Starting 10th is Jackson Eberts in the 141. Brixton Wirt, the 114. That's what we got to hear more of. The fans in the stands, the moms, the grandmas, the aunts, the uncles. Yeah, full of years for the young ones out there in that racetrack. We got Brixton Wirt starting 11th in the 114. Lariat Lawrence in the 144. And Ian Corona in the triple ones as we get ready to go. And let me slide this over here. Bring this a little closer over here. And we should be going green. Yeah, there it is. We're underway for the first race here in round 5 of the Great American Short Course.
And, of course, always the greatest way to start with the Optima batteries. Green flag flying out there. Of course, this series powered by Optima batteries. Well, as they charge out of turn number 1, through a few rollers here into turn number 2.
Oh, my gosh. 3 wide into turn 2.
And it looks like I see Shields up there. Aguilar, Torfey. Jake, who just jumped out front? Here we go. We're going to get a good eyeball on this one.
Now, see, if we were younger, like mid-20s, we could see that last
we even got magnifiers on.
Oh, these are my expensive Walmart readers. I am 2.0.
2.0.
I'm fighting going to 2.5. I'm fighting it.
Well, good battle going on for that second spot there. A little bit of gap up to first, but that's just going to tighten up a little bit as the green machine rolls out. Here we go. Okay, it is the 104 of Aiden Aguilar. Talked about him. Orphy up there in the 102 in that green machine. So Aguilar has that top position, but look at this, Declan Shields. Torfey's going to slide back just a little bit as they battle back and forth here. And look at this battle going for second. A little bit of contact goes. They head through the center of the track here as they hit around to the final turn that brings them onto the front straightaway to put another lap in the books to these drivers.
I heard a couple of the drone pilots were not crazy about the conditions they're going to be flying in tonight because the wind has picked up considerably, and they're like, well, I'll fly in anything. I just don't like the wind. I'm just, okay, that's fine. Look at this. I mean, steady. I mean, Jason, you see the shadow from the drone right next to the race car?
Love that shot right there for sure. As we go over the top, here we go. You can watch the top three as that battle, fourth position there. Jake Hill on the 170 signature propeller machine trying to get up into the battle. Now, of course, you can see they run a modified, a little bit shorter course there, John.
Well, you could tell if we were out here and they ran the full course, oh boy, we'd be out here quite a while. But the bigger course, it's spread out. Tighter course, they'll stay together, which makes more fun for the drivers, more fun for the kids, and better racing. So there's a reason for that.
And there's 170cc machines, that's what they got.
So let's see, we got a couple of fans back home watching us. Royce Arnold. He's watching us from Salt Lake City. Adam is back. He's back. So, and then Lisa Trent from Olo. Is that what that is? But if you're at home watching us, let us know where you're watching us from, who your favorite driver is. If we're able, we'll call you out. And thank you for tuning in.
Well, I can tell you right now, we've got a new leader out there, Declan Shields. Overtook Aiden Aguilar there.
Well, there's a name we never hear running in front, huh?
Yeah, I know. Well, it's been Aguilar, it's been Torfey, it's been a lot of them. Ruben just checking in here from La Bufadora.
Is he?
Yeah.
Did you tell him that tune in? So we got something we want to talk to him about?
Yeah, his family's here right now.
They are?
In fact, they said I have another burrito in the car for you.
What?
I couldn't find you.
What?
I saved it. They sent us
Really?
2 burritos, with some green sauce. I didn't want you to miss out on the Bufador experience.
Really?
I could have hidden.
They're here?
No, he's not here, but the family's
But the family is.
Yes, they brought some burritos for you, I, and Lee.
Did they hear us talking during qualifying or something?
They did.
Oh. I'm just checking out lap times here. Who's got the quickest lap? And it looks like it's actually Jake Hill, 5'6", 56.7. And he's the only driver in the entire field in the 56-second bracket. There's 4 more drivers in the 57s, and then 58, 59 from that point on. But man, oh man, this is pretty cool. Declan looking so strong. Aiden Aguilar. You know, these are names that we talk about all the time. Not to sound like a guy from Wisconsin that talks about dairy a lot, but you know the deal. Cream rises to the top.
Yep.
Sometimes it's really fast. Sometimes it doesn't take until the second half. In the second half, the competition yellows come out, and for some of the first-time fans, Dave, explain what the competition yellow is all about. What happened? Why we instituted it? And explain the whole process to us.
You were there, and it goes down to the core days, and it was Jim Baldwin, and we saw runaways. So Jim basically wanted to see the racing tighten up, and with television to see it happen, see the competition cost. And so halfway through the race, they throw the yellow flag, and then they bunch the field up. So it's the race within the race. So it's the restart on that. It keeps that racing tight, and it keeps it interesting. And boy, do those guys sitting out front realize when they were running away a little bit, I got everybody back on their tails.
It adds a huge, huge element of strategy that you never think would be there.
Yes.
If you're on lap 4, you get a flat tire. You can limp around the track, get your butt back into the pit area, change that tire, come back. You're still in the lead lap, but you're in the back, but you're still in the lead lap with every chance in the world to still get in the podium.
And I've seen guys do it,
yes,
too.
Yes. And the thing is, too, you can burn up those tires in the first half, driving like a madman, not realizing when the comp yellow comes out, you still got 5 more to go.
And then a lot of the guys, on the grooving back in the days, a lot of the project tires, they groove them for the last half of the race, the first half, and sometimes you make the mistake. But with that comp caution,
back in the day, when I first started short course off-road racing, I tire grooved for Goodyear, and Walker Evans came up to me and told me one time, I don't care what you do to these tires, get me to turn 1 first, I'll take it for the rest.
I love it.
That's exactly what he said. I'll never forget that.
That sounds like that man would say that. Well, look at this. Declan Shields going to start him off here. With the Dev Machine out there. Aguilar, Torfy.
We got 2 cars together in that final turn, and I'm not sure the black man or the spotters, the officials, saw that. So we're going to have to get out there and throw, I believe.
We've got 4.
This is a new one. This is one I have never seen before since 2005 when this whole thing was instituted, where this happened under yellow. So I'm assuming we'll go back to a complete restart of the yellow.
That's what I'm thinking, because it looks like they're going to pull that Pace UTV out. The lights in the cars went off here. Let them know.
No, I know I've explained this before, and you and I were in this conversation, that a lot of people didn't like. I'd say out of 100 people, 99 didn't like the idea of a competition yellow. But then they experienced it, and they saw it, and I go, you know what? They were slow to warm up because they didn't want to be proved wrong. But Johnny Greaves proved it the first time we had that competition yellow. He dogged it, sandbagged it the first half of the race. As he was crossing the line, here comes the leader right behind taking the yellow flag for the competition yellow. Johnny goes all the way around the track, assumes the final position in line. Green comes out for the restart of the second half. He comes back to win the race. And that proved everything, and a lot of people just shut the hell up after that.
Yeah, I've seen Rob McCaffrey do it, and it's insane. Oh, it looks like they're out Mondo in the tow truck there.
Yeah, they're like hopped axles or tires or something, or
locked bumpers, or he's gonna have to lift one off there. It's a little overkill. Well, it stands right now in this restart when we get going again. Declan Shields, Aiden Aguilar, Ian Torfy, Jake Hill, Luke Vale, Samuel Gibbs, Brixton Wirt, Jackson Eberts, Brianna Walton and Corona. Looks like Larry Lawrence, then Larry Lawrence and Cassidy Walton. And it looks like it was Larry Lawrence and Cassidy Walton, the ones that got tied up over there.
Mm-hmm. So now I'm able to, old man glasses from Walmart, I'm able to see that Jake Hill still has the fast lap of the race of the 56.7.8. But in the meantime, 3 more drivers had dropped themselves into the 56-second bracket that weren't there before.
And we've got 2 drivers on the infield there, 2 more cars. It looks like some issues. You see one of our safety officials talking to one of the young drivers as we speak. And I'm not sure what is going on, but
now for some of the fans too that maybe might be new to this or watching it or new in the stands, these kids, no matter how old they are, no matter what division they run in, they are suited up just like a pro driver. Like you see a NASCAR driver crawl out of that window net, that's what these kids look like. I mean, talk about what some of the safety features these kids have. I
mean, everything from neck restraints, just like they do in NASCAR, to the best safety helmets out there. Of course, Impact, Mastercraft. We see a lot of the Parker Pupper helmets. You see those guys a lot. But the fire suits, same exact fire suits, just a lot smaller. Yeah. They've got the Nomex socks. They've got the gloves. The Sparco, driving gloves and suits also, as well as shoes.
Sparco man here today too.
Yeah.
I didn't recognize him at first. He wasn't like all business casual Sparcoed out. He's like in shorts, flip flops, and
it's the desert.
Sparcoed out.
Sparcoed out. Yeah. Didn't need a fire suit for here. Then again, you might, because you might spontaneously combust.
Yeah, there's that.
But yeah, it's incredible to see. It's just miniature versions and all the, from NASCAR to our desert trucks to our short course trucks, all the safety implements that have gone in to protect our drivers. The seats, suspension seats that they have versus, the neck restraints, or the head restraint, or limiters, I should say, on the seats. And there's the restart there.
So Declan will lead the pack into turn 1 from the drop of the green flag for the second half. And I got to tell you, for little 170cc motors, these things got a little bit, pretty darn good acceleration. Now, when it comes to the Labs RZR 170s, what age bracket are we talking about? I know everybody knows, but the thing is, there might be some fans. I'm dumbing it down for me, but also the fans that might not know what this is about.
I do believe that we have some drivers that started at 5 years old. This is a great, thing about it. But they got to limit them up to, 8 years old. They don't want to go to, too much. They've also got so many other classes now. They can also jump now when they get a little bit older, in the 12 years old, and up to the youth 1000s now. So we're seeing that quite a bit. But this is the youngest of the UTV divisions for sure.
And I guess it should mention as well that these roll cages, specifically these roll cages, aren't the same ones that come off the factory or the store floor. The store floor. That there are modifications done to it. Basically, unbolt it, put a whole new fabricated one on there for safety as well.
Yeah, I know they've actually changed the diameter and the thickness of the walls just recently within the last couple of years to increase the safety factor for a lot of these drivers throughout the different classes. So I know they did it with the Pro Lights as well, and the Pro 2s. I believe the 170s also had a little bit thicker diameter.
Yeah.
So a lot of the older cars are easily fixed. They just, cut those off, put a little bit thicker cage on, or OD or the
outside
diameter.
So I believe the white flag, yep, there's the white flag right now. One more time around.
Shields. Oh, man, look at this. Aguilar. Torquey's making a run up on him.
Now, this is one of those classes specifically you just don't drag race into the corner, stop, turn, pivot, accelerate in the next corner, stop. No, these kids are learning right now how to keep that speed, that momentum all the way up. Man, oh, man.
We just had a pass for a second. Look at this. Torquey now trying to make a run on Shields. The white flag is out. Aguilar answering back to the inside as he gets ready to go into the last two turns.
Into that sharp right-hander.
Oh,
little tire hopping going on. It's a 3, maybe even a 4-car battle. 1 turn remaining.
And look at this. Shields able to increase that lead there. Torquey up in a second. Aguilar, and look at Hill back there. He's going to go the wide, long way around.
Coming across the line in the first race of the weekend. Man, oh man.
Do you see that arm pump going? Shields like, whoop, 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 baby.
Declan Shields, Aguilar, Torfey, 1, 2, and 3 on the podium. As we have one car in the final turn up on its side. We'll bring the top 3 finishers up to the podium here in front of the crowd for a quick trophy presentation. Jay Kill will come around in that 4th spot. Luke Vale 5th. Samuel Gibbs 6th. Brixton Wirt 7th. Jackson Everts will be in the 8th spot. Brianna Walton 9th. 10th and 11th will be Ian Corona, Triton Lawrence, and 12th and 13th will be Marriott Lawrence and Cassidy Walton as they come across the line. So let's see, we got Carla Galvin Williams saying high price from Gibson. Gosh, I love it when I see fans checking in and making comments and things along that line. And when these kids come up here, you'll be able to see firsthand just all that safety gear we were talking about. Head and neck restraints, the fireproof gloves, the shoes, the fire suit, the whole 9 yards. You're a young man, Dave. Don't kid yourself. Feel the pain. Embrace the pain. Once again, to the companies behind the scenes that help bring this sport to so many different sites in Southern California. Obviously, Optima Batteries, Off-Road Warehouse, PCI Race Radios, AM Ortega, General Engineering Contractors, and so many more as we'll get into them as the day goes on. How about that? We got one of our young drivers bringing his sister up out of the podium. That is cool. And hugs. Dave, I love this sport. Talk to me, Dave. It's a little button that the red light will go on. Push it.
Boy, this is a little hot there. I'm going to bring it on down a little bit. Just bring it on down. Bring it on down. All right. Man, that was a tough race for sure. Boy, you were battling up there back. You felt like a yo-yo, I bet.
Yeah.
Tell me about what was going out there, because I saw you guys battling out there out of turn 1 to turn 2, and that's where a lot of the moves were made.
Yeah, I was first, then Shields passed me, and I was trying to pass him on the straightaways because I knew I was faster on him on there. And then on the last lap, Ian passed me.
Was that through that final, the second to last turn there?
Yeah.
But you know, that was a close race. You guys are so even. One of you guys make a mistake, it could change the whole podium.
Yeah.
So who'd you like to thank for being up here, buddy?
I'd like to thank my dad, mom, sister, brother, GSP, and the Moses family, and yeah.
Good up this man right here. Now one more time with an incredible performance here in third place. I'm going to move it on over to Ian Torfey, who is on the move. Talk about making some moves, Ian, man. Do you have some fun out there or what?
Yeah, I had a lot of fun out there.
Well, we saw you back, battling back in third there, and then came on that restart and you started looking for some moves, didn't you?
Yeah, I went for looking for some moves because he left over and went inside a little.
Now talk about the final 2 turns. That's where it changed your position.
Oh yeah, that was a hard pass on the outside to keep it.
You went the long way around, didn't you?
Yeah, I had to.
Well, I can say congratulations, and it looks like you got some people to thank for being up here, buddy.
Yeah, I'd like to thank Lone Star Racing, Walker Evan Racing, DWT Wheels, Big Gun, Dynojet, Sign Pros, Maximum Oil, Rugged Radios, and Hoosier Tires and Gas, and my mom, my dad, my grandpa, my grandma, and Fonz.
Ian Torfey, everybody, with a credible performance. Well, this young man, he didn't start out front, but he wrought his way up to the top position. How about that? Mountain High. You got to take it. Declan Shields has it feel to get a free pass from Mountain High and the win.
Good.
Good. Tell me about your race. It was crazy, wasn't it?
Yeah.
You guys were all battling, weren't you?
Yeah.
What was your favorite part?
Probably when I passed Luke Vale.
When did that happen? What turn? How'd you set him up? Left the door open?
I forget.
Did you leave the door open on you and let you go in there, or did you have to go the long way around?
I just passed him.
You know, it's like, I just passed it. That's all that mattered.
Yeah.
Who do you want to thank, my friend?
My mom, my dad, my sister, Dylan, Robbie, God, Jesus, and Great American Short Course for putting on this event.
Give it up for Declan Shields, everybody. This young man just killed it with Aiden Aguilar, Ian Torfey, and Declan Shields standing tall on top of the box there. And you know what? The future of off-road right in front of your face there. Scott, I'm going to throw it back up to you, my friend.
Thanks a lot, Dave. And once again, congratulations to those top 2 finishers and the little sister. Now that, ladies and gentlemen, that right there is one of the greatest pictures in short course off-road racing. A young winner and his little sister. Congratulations to both of you. God, I love this sport. That is so neat. Declan, you're an inspiration of what we all should be.